Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is the next video in our series, that is in Python programming. So today we are going to discuss about for statement in Python programming. So previously we have discussed about if statement and if else statement. So what is the basic meaning of that one, and with examples we have discussed how to use the if and else if statement, so with possible applications. So in the Python shell we have seen. So today we are going to talk about the for statement. So the for statement in Python iterates over items of any sequence, that is it may be list, string, directories, or dictionaries or tuples, etc. So mainly the for statement is used for iterating over items. So the items may be of any type, that is the items from the list, or the items from the string, or the items from the dictionaries, or it may come from the tuples as well. So it is capable of dealing with all these data types, it is basically saying. Okay, so it is also called as definite iteration. So the meaning Alright, so the meaning behind the definite iteration is that it will be having a definite number of steps involved in the for statement. So if you go for while statement, so it will be a infinite iteration type. So until and unless the while statement's condition becomes false, it will be executing itself. But once the elements of a sequence are over, then the for loop will be completed and it will be coming out of that loop. So that's why it is called as definite iteration type, and while loop is called as infinite or indefinite iteration time, that is indefinite iteration loop. Okay, so coming to the examples, what we are going to see here is, so first we will see iterating over string, then iterating over list, or then we will see iterating over number. So these are all the contents which we are going to discuss in today's session. So let me just open Python shell here. So this is the Python 3.8.3 shell, so that is the latest version, and I will just click on file and then a new file. So now I have opened a new file. So first I will write how to iterate over the strings. So let me just write here a comment here, iterating over strings. So I'm going to do iteration over strings here. So I will write so first, if I want to let us say I want to print college. So to print college, how I can make use of the for statement here. So I will use for, then I will take a variable called I, then I will write in here, and in bracket I have to mention. So let me just write as it is. So in double quotes I will be writing college here. So this is the for statement which I have defined. Now I have to put a colon there, then I will print the elements of this one. So print, so what is the element here? It is I. So print I, and I will save this one. So let me just save let us say we are discussing about for, so I will name it as for itself. So I will save that one, and then I will run this module. So run F5 module. So as you can see, college is being displayed here. So each and every element is taken from this string, that is college, and it is displayed one by one. So basically first it will how it will be working is, for I in college, that means I value will be initially 0. So the index value starting from college will be, for C it will be 0, for 0 it will O it will be 1, for L it will be 2, and for again L it will be 3, then E similarly it will be increasing. So it will be starting from 0 and it will be increasing towards infinity, and so that first I will take the value of 0. So print I means it will print C, then the loop will again continue. So I will take first value, then it will print O, then it will print L, then it will print again L. So like this it will be continuing. So this is how we can print a string here. So for list, so if you want to do same thing for list, let me just edit in this one itself. So for lists, how we can do that one? So I will define a list, say student. I will write a list name as student, and I have to define the list elements here. So let me just define them in a single quote, that is first string, that is I will, let us say, school. I will define first element, then in second single quote I will write high school. So these are just user defined elements of the list. Okay, so then I will define another element, that is let me just take it as college. So I will take it as college. Alright, so this is the list which I have defined. Okay, so how I can perform for loop, or how I can apply for loop for this one. So if I want to print these these elements of this list, then what I can do is I will take a for, and then I will take a element I, that is a variable, let us say, and then in I have to mention what in where the I should look for the elements. In student it has to look TUD. So I will write student, and then I will put a colon here, then I will print the I. So I will just simply print I. Okay, so I will save this one again, and I will run this one. Okay, so when I run this one, it is showing me school, high school and college. So as you can see, I have defined a list of 3 elements consisting of school, high school and college, and now with the help of for loop I will be able to print these elements. So one by one I will be printing them. So like this you can so once if you finish, I can edit this one as well. So once if you finish, so if I want print, then let me just write a string here. So it says end of student life, so I will write end of uh, student life. So this is the end of student life it is showing, and I will save this one. Oops, I will save this one, then I will run again. So if I run again, now it is showing school, high school, college, then end of the student life. So like this, if you change the program, the output of course it will be changing, and this is how you can use the for loop for list as well. So the ultimate meaning of this one is you can it is just not limited for strings itself. So it can be used for strings, it can be used for list, it can be used for the dictionaries, or it can be used for tuples. So I just want to say that the for loop can be applied for any type of data type there. Okay, so if I want to apply the same thing, that is the for loop for numbers. So for loop for let me just write here, for loop for numbers. So if I want to apply this one for numbers, then how I can do that one. So let me just write a number series here. So I will define a number series which contains few numbers. So let us say 1 2 3 4 5, then 6 7 8 9, and let us say last number is 10. Oops, so last number is 10 here. Alright, so this is the number series which I have defined. So if I want to print all these elements, then what I will do, I will use the for loop here. So let me just define a for loop as similar same as that of the previous one. So a for loop in n1, that is in that one it should look for the numbers and print the numbers. So I want to print all the numbers of this one, so I will write I, and once it has reached, then it should print end of the number series. So it will print here end of the number series. So it will print end of the number series here. Alright, so I will save this one, and then I will run. So when I run this one, so it is showing me now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and this is the end of the number series. So like this you can use the for loop for different types of data types, that is for list, tuples, directories, etc, etc. So this is all about the for loop, and I hope you like this video. Please guys, if you are new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more updates. Thank you, thanks for watching.